Belinda belongs in the trash can, will not tolerate racism, and this is not the first time this has happened in this country, and it doesn't seem like the message itself is getting through.
Yeah, I said this morning that unfortunately it seems as though South African are pervasive, and there aren't systems in place to reduce racism in South Africa. Over the years, we have had to tolerate rhetoric like the kinds coming from Belinda, and then we will get an apology, like a forced apology, as you have seen with all of the interviews that she has done, or people that she has spoken to. She's not sorry. This is something that is innate. So there is an innate belief that Africans are inhuman. And I think we are here today to send a message to race that we don't want you to apologize anymore. What we actually want you to do is leave our country. If you find that our hospitality over the 300 years, because you came into our country, you stole our land, you dehumanized us, you hurt us. And even after all of that, we didn't drive you to the sea. We gave you space to live. If that is not good enough for you, please take your bags and leave, because we will no longer tolerate it. We will not be coming here and getting sorries from anybody. What we are saying today is that we will drive you to the airport ourselves if we have to. There will be no racism in South Africa. If you are and you run a company in this country, I will make sure that I personally come into your company and I will break it down, because I am sick and tired of people who are dehumanizing us. I am human. This is my land. I have nowhere else to go. This is home for me. If it's not good enough for you,
yeah, okay. Well, I don't know a Belinda that lives here.
Belinda Amigo.
Yeah, but I don't know a Belinda that lives here.
But you know your tenants. You've got the list of your tenants. Go and check in the list of your tenants and make sure that if Belinda is here, he doesn't belong in South Africa. We need to rebuild dromedaries for her, and she must go back home where she belongs. Not in South Africa. We are not going to allow it. As a black consciousness movement, as a black people, as a pastors, and every black person is not going to allow Belinda to degrade us as a black people. We are not black by mistake. We are black by the material condition. Just tell her and make sure that she fuck off out of your property. Okay.
Psychologists have discovered that procrastination isn't caused by laziness or
and in that clip that you just seen of South Africans angry and protesting outside this white woman's house is because of the things that she said and how she really feels about black people. But here, I'm going to let you guys listen quickly to what this white woman said.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. What I say is ban the black man. They steal, they kill, worse than any pit bull could, and they get away with it. Ban those that are making the laws. Ban Ekreleni. Ban the black man. Get all the black women and cut out their uteruses and their ovaries that they cannot procreate, because they will all turn out the same, because they are all the same. I'm very passionate about this. Ban them. Kill them. Shoot them. Get rid of them, because they are the problem, not pit bulls, not animals. Animals are beautiful, and they deserve a warm bed, food, love, and attention, and everything else. God created those animals. Who created the black man?
Well, there you go. You heard her. This white racist, white supremacist lady. Her name is Belinda. So, as you guys seen, what myself and other Africans, other black people that are not just woke, as you say, but some of us that know who the European are by studying our history, studying the Europeans' history, and knowing the interactions between the Europeans and us and how they feel about us. But a lot of you never believe us when we tell you this is who they are and this is how they feel about us. You guys say, no, that was just the past. We can't keep holding on to this and all that. I would agree with you if it was just a past and we're still holding on. But they're still committing these same behavior and acts of crime as we speak today. You heard her. She was disrespecting. She was disrespecting and showing you how her and white people feel about black people in defense of pit bulls. And I love pit bulls, of course. And also, this video also got it from this great black TikToker named Ivy Anita. She has great videos just talking of exposing the Europeans about the racism and talking about, just showing great videos of Africans, black people around the world, and great clips like that. But yeah, you see what she said. And remember, these people are from the Netherlands. They're not from South Africa. They're not from Africa. Remember, these are invaders that came from the Netherlands that invaded and killed a bunch of South Africans to take the land and what's called keep the land and all the mines and all that. And to this day, they still do. Again, these people are 10% or less than 10% of the population. The black people in South Africa are 85%. These people own 90% of the mines. They own 90% of the land and all that. And remember, they are invaders. They're not guests. They are criminals. And we still, and like our sister said, these people came and committed crime and all that, and we still didn't chase them out. We still allow them in South Africa, but their behavior does not change because this European's behavior, this is how his behavior is towards Africans, towards black people. This is something we do not get. We will not open our eyes because we love this European too much. He can beat us, enslave us, do all sorts of crime, and he never gets held to account. It's crazy. You see some of the stuff she said? She said, "Oh, kill the black man." She said they commit RAPE, so sexual assaults against women, and all that type. And then she said they kill people and all that. You want to know? They're talking. The European is the most savage beast on this planet Earth. He commits the most sexual assaults on women everywhere in the earth. America, Canada, Africa, Europe, all over the earth, he commits the most sexual assaults. RAPE. He commits the most violent crimes everywhere on earth. He murders the most. Who is the only race? Who's the only one to drop a nuclear bomb? Who's the one that goes into countries, invades, and steal resources and never gets held account? So miss me with that, man. That's what I'm saying. That's how they feel about us. They care about. I told you guys, they care about dogs more than us. That's why in America, when you have black men getting shot, unarmed black men getting shot, these racist white supremacists, and remember, like I said, not all white people are racist, but majority of them. So majority of white Americans are racist. Majority of white South Africans, majority of white Europeans are all racist, and that goes with all the other races. But this is one of the two most racist race in the world, the whites and the Arabs. Okay, so we haven't all the crimes they've done to us. Think about that, guys. Okay, let's just talk about South Africa for example. All the crimes they've committed in South Africa, and we haven't even done them any harm. No violent crimes, no retaliation, and this is how they're talking. That just shows you the audacity and how superior they think they are to us, and how they see. I told you guys. We've been telling you guys. They don't think we're humans. I mean, they think animals are better than us, and you heard it coming from her mouth. And I don't want people to think, oh, maybe that's just her. This is how most of them feel. This is why in Ukraine you've seen they allow dogs to get in, but not black people, specifically black men. But there was a video also where they did not let a black woman and a little black baby get in the cold, but they let their dogs and cats and all get in. That just shows you that to them, pets are more important. To them, everything is more important than us. To them, a bike, a car, an airplane would be more important. Even though we built everything, invented everything, and we still support them. We still, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Like, when is our people gonna wake up? This is how they feel about us. And also, and this is in South Africa. Also, a couple of years ago, actually a year ago, this white church person, this white Christian church pastor. So if African people are thinking, hey, this is a nice pastor, blah blah blah. This pastor, him and his other Christians, so-called Christians, see, they use all these disguise and umbrellas to come trick black people and ease us and manipulate us to thinking these are good people. But yeah, so this white pastor and all these other Christians with them had an organization, and they were like, you know what, we're gonna fund and we're gonna donate a water well, so then a lot of black people can have access to water, because you know, everyone in Africa, South Africa and other places in Africa, our people do not have the right amount of water and electricity and all these utility and all these access that they should be having. They have some, but they not nearly enough to the amount of people we have. So he said this one white South African church person and his other Christian buddies, what's it called? They said they're gonna donate and build a water well for what's it called, black people and all that. So it sounds good, right? Guess what? They said in this water well, they were what's it called, putting poison, putting HIV, putting AIDS and all that to contract and to get black people. That's what they were plotting. Until he got caught, they were planning to what's called put diseases, HIV, AIDS, and all that in this thing to infect black people. There's been experiments where these white South African doctors have put HIV, AIDS, and injected black people, and they've come out with this. They've come out and admitted it on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. This is the kind of behavior and criminal activity that these people do, and they say, who created the black man? Who created them? I mean, I have good ideas, but that's for another day. But who created them? That's the question. And then you heard what she said. She said, cut off the black women's uterus and all that. They trying to extinct us. I told you they've been the population control plan. People want to freak out, but it's mostly based on coming to Africa and Haiti and America and just trying to extinct black people. But that's never gonna work. But they look how she said, oh, there's too much and all that. Like, you're in South Africa, lady. She's saying she basically not want black people in South Africa. She wants South Africa for herself when she's 9%, 10%. You should be lucky that you guys are not exterminated. That the black South Africans did not get rid of you guys for all the crimes that you've done. And you still have 90% of the land, 90% of the mines. And you're still talking? And you're still talking bad about black people like this. Like our sister said, go to the Netherlands. If you hate black people so much, why are you in their country? Why are you in Africa? Go to the Netherlands. It's not your place. No matter how much you want to say our ancestors, no matter how much you want to try to make propaganda, oh, black men this, black people this, you're not going to have South Africa. You're not going to have Africa for yourself. You better know that. And more of us are waking up and going to realize that we're going to start to be hostile towards you guys, as we should be, because you guys should not even be owning that much land, not even nearly that much the amount of land that you own, or nearly the amount of mines that you own. You shouldn't even be owning any of that, to be honest with you. All the crimes that you've committed, you should be literally shipped back to the Netherlands, or you should be in jail, or something should be happening to you guys, because look how you guys think too. This is why they don't want Julius Malema to be president, because he's going to take the land back, take the mine, and give it to the rightful owners, so majority black people, but also white people are still going to have land. So no matter what they do, we still want to help them out, and this is how they feel about us. We're less than dogs. They feel like we should be exterminated. They make up lies that we commit more crime than them, when no one commits more crime than them. These are criminals. These are the biggest criminals on earth. So it's like the biggest criminal on earth is trying to what's called put the blame on the most innocent people on earth. That's not gonna work. And you see in the video that white man was trying to protect that lady when they came to her. Then they came to her property. They came to her place of her residence. He tried to act like he didn't know her. He knew who she was. They all talk like that. They all coordinate like that behind the scenes. They all talk racist like that. It was just, that one was just caught. But they all talk racist like that. I don't care if that's in South Africa, America, Canada, Europe. They all talk like that. This is who they are. That's what black people need to get through our thick skulls. This is who they are. When have they ever showed you they love you? Always wanting people to love you, man. Like, just stop. Stop. Alright, guys. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, subscribe.